Right? Some of you guys, I already heard it. You'll fire your boss.
Oh, that's great.
Right? I remember when I walked away from I remember when I walked away. You want to hear what you're doing? When I walked away from my job. It was actually New Year's Eve that I had made the decision. I walked in January 3rd or whatever after the weekend, right? And I walked in and I quit my job. I gave my 2-week notice. And my exit interview, whatever you call it, I can't remember, it's been so long now. But I walked in and I said, thanks, but no thanks. You know what he said to me? What are you doing? I said, you serious? He said, what are you doing? I said, well, hold on. And he shut the door. He says, I know how hard you work here. You're working 50 hours a week. And there were many times, weekends, late, whatever it took, salary, that's how it was like, right? And he's like, and you're able to do something and walk away? I said, yeah, I've been doing this part-time. He goes, I know. I said, you knew? I didn't know you knew. He goes, I knew.
They always know.
He goes, but you were still being able to deliver and, with what you did here, and you're able to walk away. Does that make sense?
Wow. Yes.
He's like, I want to know what you're doing. It turned into a presentation right then and there.
Oh, no.
He came into my business the next day. Does that make sense? That's exactly what... Guys on the street, he came into my business. Right?
Wait, he did the presentation on the clock?
I did the presentation in his office on the whiteboard. And broke the whole thing down.
I love it.
Right? And he ended up coming in.
Were you still on the clock? Was he paid?
I was still on the clock officially. He was on the clock, right? And yes, we did it on company time. Don't record that. Right? So understand, I know a lot of you, think to yourselves, you say, what will that day be like? I remember thinking as I was getting closer and closer because my income with the company was getting better and better, and I was getting closer and imagining. Have you thought, what would it be like to not have to work?
Yes.
To be able to go full time, to get up when you're done sleeping. Anybody think of that? I'm going to tell you this. Remember, that happened for me, right? So I got closer and closer. I started feeling it, tasting it, understanding. It's coming. I can tell it's going to happen. The ball dropped. I was like, I'm done, right? I'm done. I walk in, do my thing, and I'm going to tell you that I imagined, what that would be like. And everything I thought it was terrible compared to what it actually was. It was 1,000 times better than anything I could have possibly imagined. I was at 24 years old knowing I was never going to work a job and work for anybody again. I could make my own hours, do my own thing, set my own schedule, travel when I want. You see what I'm saying? Now, I was still at an early point where I needed to work my opportunity, my business, but you know what? There's a big difference when you can move forward, when you know you're building your own dream and not somebody else's. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? And so that's what this industry has allowed for me. And all of that happened to get me to a point where now we've got our hands on something so special, so incredible, that the worst thing anybody in this room can do is take it for granted. We had a great meeting today with the RMDs and up, didn't we?
Yeah.
Some of you that were there, right? And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you that what you need to make sure that you do is somewhat similar to what we do on a different level. We have an unconditional relationship with InVado. We know where this company is going 5 and 10 years from now. There is no questioning in our mind where we're going to be. And we operate at the same speed all the time. Whether we're having good times, whether we're having challenges. We knew challenges were part of it. Does that make sense? We knew ups were part of it. We knew downs were part of it. We knew all of it was part of it. But that's never what we cared about. What we cared about was where we were going. Long term. Changing the way, not just people buy, but just changing people's lives in the end. Right? That's what we focused on. So whether we're driving a car through mud or we were driving a car on pavement, it didn't matter. We had our foot on the pedal, and we continue to have our foot on the pedal no matter what. Unconditional. Because whether we're driving fast or driving slow, based on the conditions the car is driving over, we still get where we're going faster with the pedal to the metal. Does that make sense? I had a friend of mine that told me one time, he goes, even if you fall flat on your face, you're 6 foot 1 inch closer to where you're going anyway. Right? But I can tell you this. That's what you need to be doing. That's what you need to be thinking about, right? Look, it's not about everybody else right now. It's about you making a personal decision here tonight, right? This weekend. Taking this information, don't need a reminder. You know, how many of you seen a movie before? Okay. For those of you that didn't raise your hand, the person next to you that did, go and raise their hand. They just didn't know. Right? Yeah, it's all right. Raise your hand. All right. Look, when you went to see the movie, did you formulate an opinion when you were done whether you liked it or whether you didn't? Yeah. Now, if you liked it, did I need to remind you next week that you liked it? Did you question 3 weeks later whether you liked it? How many of you agree you liked it? What movie was it? Pick one you liked. What was your favorite? Matrix. Matrix. You right? You liked it. You still like it?
Yeah.
Does somebody need to come and tell you?
No.
And remind you why you like it?
No.
You just like it. Any of you have a movie you didn't like? Yes? All right. Any chick flick. I got you. Do you need to be reminded why you didn't like it? Didn't you formulate your opinion and that was that? You see, here's the problem. Many of you liked this already. You believed this already. How many of you this isn't your first international event? Some of you that are raising your hand, many of you that are raising your hand, by the way, congratulations for coming back. Many more. But here's the thing. You came back last time. You were here last time. You came to that conclusion last time. How dare you come this time and need to be motivated? That's like needing to go see the movie again to make sure that you still liked it. You liked it before. You know what happened? You went back to your hometown. Somebody got in your head. 2 people got in your head. Slowed you down from what you committed last time. Don't let that happen again. Is that a deal? Yeah. How many of you are convinced? How many of you in this room are convinced that this company is going where it's going?
Yeah.
Right? How many of you are convinced in this room that there's blessings upon this company?
Yes.
Okay. How many of you in this room believe that you are committed to this company and this opportunity? So why when you leave this weekend? Why when you leave this weekend? Do you need Kevin and Julie and some of the other leaders that are in this room to get on a phone call to motivate you? Why? Why do you need motivation?
Peer pressure. Other people.
You don't need it. You got it. Decide now you have it.
That's right.
Decide now this is the path. And stop questioning it all the time. See what I mean? And that's it. And focus on what gets you there. Don't come to another international event the same pin level you were last one. Don't let that happen. That's just somebody else who has no idea. By the way, when you went last time, when you went out, you got influenced by someone who didn't even see the movie and they convinced you didn't like it. How about that? How about that? Matrix, I like Matrix. I tell you, I don't like Matrix. And then you start questioning, I don't know, maybe I don't like Matrix. Oh, did you see it? No. Oh, okay, maybe I won't like it either. Why? Why? Right? They haven't seen what you've seen. They haven't come down here and met people that have made millions of dollars in network marketing who are saying, this smokes everything we've ever made millions of dollars in. You understand? I mean, it's not even close. I got friends of mine, he's got friends of his, that we can't wait to get in front of, and I've already been getting in front of some of them. And it is nothing more exciting for me to say, listen, I don't care what you tell me. I don't care how much money you've made.
I already did that.
Inferior to what we're doing. You understand? I'm saying that the people that made $100 grand a month on a bad month. That's what I'm saying. Your product can't touch this. Your potential can't touch this. But you guys got to start understanding what you got your hands on. You see what I'm saying? If you don't see it, if you're only grasping 2% of it, how effective can you possibly be? You're not going with that kind of swagger. You're not going with that kind of confidence, but now you have it. No problem. The past is the past, but this is the last international event. you need to come and get motivated. You are coming to the next international event to give other people that have never seen one before a chance to come to the same conclusion you are now final about. You understand? It's final. That's it. No more. No going back. And you know the story about Napoleon, right? What did he do when he went across?
Burn
the boats. Why? Failure is not an option. You've got to burn the boats. I'm not saying quit your jobs. I'm saying burn the boats. There's no, oh baby, we'll burn them. You've seen what you've seen. Make it happen. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Now, the gentleman that I have with me, this has been a long time. We've been dear friends for a long time. One of the biggest reasons I'm excited about having my dear friend Carlos Rey with me is because in my first company, I was a loudmouth in the meeting we called a circle of something. Okay, it was a circle of. We didn't literally call it the circle of something. For those of you that are there, you know what we called it, right? Anyway, that would have been a circle we would have wanted to be in, right? A circle of something, but it felt like a circle of something, right? But anyway, we'd be in that meeting, right? We'd be making it happen, doing our thing, and for a while I was there, and I was the loudmouth. Right, I was the loudmouth. I spoke my mind for the reps and and so on. But then I met another loudmouth that got in there and also was willing to, and it was like the only other one in the group that would be willing to stand up for what was right. And so for a long time we've been looking for a way to come together. A long time. And a lot of things got in the way. So this for me personally is a very special day. It's a very special day in the history of our company, but personally a special day for me. Because I have somebody working with me that I literally knew was a best friend of mine the day I met him. I don't know, look, it sounds very, what's the word I'm looking for? Okay. All right. Right? It's just, cliche. Yeah, like you've heard it before. I met him, we were best friends. You don't understand. I just knew because we just saw eye to eye, like in ways that I can't explain. He wasn't even in the company I met. It was in Amsterdam, right? And we were talking, and I was just, this is like, I'm talking to my brother. Wow. And it developed over the years, and it was exactly what I thought it would be. And now he's here, and to know that he's going to be a part of this, validates what I already thought. Just because of the level of respect I have for him. I've built 130,000 distributors in my career. How many of you would like to have 130,000 reps in your organization? Yeah. Listen, 600,000.
Wow.
All right? And look, he's here to help you, just like we are. So this company is all about the field. I think you know that. And you're never going to question it again, right? Okay? Right. But Carlos Rey, everybody, dear friend, and Vice President of Sales.
I'm standing here, and I'll be honest with you, I'm proud of each and every one of you. Because what it takes to make it, you've heard the saying, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is a little extra, right? Well, that little extra is you being here tonight. After all day long, a convention, and tired, and here you are. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you something. First of all, I want you to know that I'm here to serve you. I am your employee. Understand that. As you will be serving others. All right? And I look forward, very much so, to coming into your areas and working with you hard. Those that are serious, I promise you that I will not let you down. Okay? I promise you. The company won't. Look, when I first met, Andre and I are brothers. I mean, literally. Okay? But when I met the other co-founders, and we spent the first day just discussing, I didn't want to hear nothing about nothing. I wanted to know philosophy. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I've been let down too many times. And when he says we were the only two that fought, we fought for the reps in that circle or whatever it was. Okay? We really did. We really did. The so-called co-founders back then would make marketing plan changes and all kinds of changes that would call enhancements that were really not. And we would stand firm and understand that I'm a man of principle, not popularity. And I used to say that to the owners big time right to their face. Matter of fact, I remember one meeting, you weren't there already. One meeting, this lady, I'm not going to mention names, this lady said, we got to be very grateful to the gentleman that signed our paychecks. I said, that's it. Excuse me, dear, I sign my paychecks. Nobody signs our paychecks here. Well, we partners or are we employees here? What is this, a circle of this or a circle of cowards? What the heck is this? And I spoke my mind that day, and I let them have it. Matter of fact, I got up in front of 30,000 people and spoke from the heart. People knew that I spoke right from here. I have one boss. He died for me 2,000 years ago, period. Amen. Okay? I would never let any company or any man gag or bound me to be able to tell the truth how it is. That day I stood in front of 30,000 people and I said, I am a man of principle, not popularity. Goodbye. Walked off the stage. And those 4 people were looking at each other. Did you just say goodbye? Yeah, I did. The next day I resigned from that circle or whatever it was. Okay? And you know what, folks? For the last 2 years I've been gagged and bound and not been able to talk. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that I'm here representing you. I am a warrior of the Lord. I want you to understand this. Okay? But I'm a warrior even for you. I'm here to help those that are really serious to change their life. And take you, shake you, slap you if it takes it, whatever it takes to make it happen. If you're really serious. If you're not, hey, no problem. No problem at all. I love you anyways. But I want to tell you something. Each one of you are here tonight for a reason. No question about it. I'm a cancer survivor. Survived cancer 2.5 years ago. It's a story that I may get into tomorrow. Tomorrow I got to get ready. I'm ready. But in that time, okay, of coming out, I had literally, I went flatline for 35 seconds, okay? And I had an encounter, I want you to know, all right? And I want to share this with you very intimately, all right? I found myself suspended, and I saw this beautiful arch. And in that arch, I found myself walking toward it. It was beautiful. I was like, wow, this is so cool, you know? And then all of a sudden, I see this figure inside that arch. And it hit me who I was in the presence of. And I share this, a lot of times I get very emotional because it was overwhelming. And as I get closer, I lost all, I was just getting sucked right into it. Like I lost control of my body. And as I got closer, I couldn't even look at him. He said, son, your job hasn't even begun for me yet. It's not your time. And then, bam, I came right back into my body. I heard the thing going off. There were a few other incidences that happened. Within 30 minutes, and I was a day and a half, I was almost 105 fever. Okay, putting me in and out of cold pool, ice water pool. Well, you know what, folks? Within 30 minutes, I was at 98.6. The last CAT scans that I've had, you can't even tell that I've ever even been operated on. Completely healed. And you want to tell you something. Because, give him the glory, not me, believe me. But I want to tell you, in that message that I got, very clear. Now, I thought I had done a few things. I've spoken in front of millions of people, helped thousands become financially independent. Personally, helped 48 people, exactly, become multimillionaires. Okay, through him, not me, okay? Because I get all my power, my energy and everything from God, all right? But through that, and I thought I had done a few things. You know, like 10 years, isn't it? I had a $750,000 a month once. You know what? He said, you know what? You haven't even begun to work. And then a few months later, I get a call from Andre. We keep in touch pretty much. But this time was different. And then I meet the other co-founders. And I saw their... And let me tell you something, folks. As I sat and we were interviewing each other, really getting to know each other, their main concern was you all the time. Every single one. We've assembled a founders or co-owners group, an executive group. We have over 150 years of experience with network marketing. It's never happened in the history of network marketing. Never. And every single one of us, okay? Our first intention is you. It's always been that way. It's been that way for me for 18 years in this industry. Okay? But I just was with companies that either didn't understand the real philosophy of what this is all about. All right? And I want you to know that I'm going to be coming hard, like with Andre traveling, working with all, relentlessly. Relentlessly. The job at hand is massive. We are going to be the strongest, most powerful distribution network the world has ever seen. I want you to understand that. Now, you can be a part of it, but watch it happen. Be a part of the roller coaster, be a part of the steamroller, or a part of the pavement.
But it's going to happen, with or without any one of us. Because this, first of all, the product, the company, everything is just perfectly lined up. We were just in a meeting just a little while ago. Okay? Of products and things that are coming and plans that are happening. And it's just blowing my mind. And I've been around this game for a while, folks. But I want to tell you something. There's nothing like what's at hand here. And I'm so proud to be a part of this. I'm so proud to be able to serve you. Okay? And know what's going to happen from a room just like this. Folks, I've launched countries with just one of these tables that turn into tens of thousands of representatives with not even a quarter of what we have. But what it's going to take hard work. I'll tell you that right now. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be good times and times you wish you weren't even involved, maybe. Okay? I want to tell you that. There were times that I almost wanted to quit. But I kept going. And what you need to develop is a reason why. A reason why, folks, it creates a lump in your throat. When I first got involved, my reason why was for my wife at the time. Never have to work ever again. And guess what? She still doesn't have to ever work again. She's set for life. Married or not, she's set for life. My children, for my children's education. All right? You know, I shared this with a group just a little while ago. I used to say this when I didn't have a daughter. Now I have a 7-year-old daughter. But you know what? I got involved because I didn't ever want my daughter to have to marry an ugly-looking Mercedes-Benz driving guy. You understand me? I want her to be able to marry the man she loves because she loves him, period. I want my children to be able to study what they want to study because they want to study. I don't care if it's tiddlywinks. Get a PhD in it, go for it. They have to be an attorney or a doctor or something. If they want to do that, great. But they can study what they want to study, if they want to study. Why? Because Daddy paid the price. And there's a price to pay for success. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that I'm starting from scratch with you. I'm with you in the trenches. I'm going to be with you in the trenches. Okay? But I want you to know that there's going to be challenges. There's going to be ups and downs. That's realistic. That's realistic expectations. What it's going to take from all of us is relentless perseverance. You do that for 2 or 3 years, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't take long in this one. Because when that viral kicks in, but listen, don't only depend on the viral. Viral is great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Lord have mercy. We have something nobody has. But just don't depend on that. Build a team. Don't forget about those personal overviews that you meet with people. Those PBRs you do every night if you can, or 3 times, whatever your plan is. Those weekly. Go for it. Go for it. That extra phone call, that little extra email at night. That little extra that makes it happen. Because we are definitely, ladies and gentlemen, setting history. Tonight, this is a historical night tonight. You're going to remember this night, one way or the other. Either you're going to remember, thank God I got involved and really did something, or you're going to wish to God you had. I promise you that. And I'm going to end with this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the moon. Either lead, follow, or get the hell out of the way. God bless you all.